Let's find out. Well, that's not helping. Is there any way to share it? I don't think so. So, flip camera, don't be upside down. Aha. So, this is me. I am on my way to, well, nowhere in particular. I'm going halfway up to Battle Bridge. Now I'm just going to stop and turn right back around. Along the way, well, we're going to see how much birds. We're going to see how much we can, well, find and talk with. You see, I need to have a walk more often now because my treadmill is kaput. It is thoroughly discombobulated. Actually, it's not. It's the rollers. Rollers and turn it when possible. Now the way, no, but you know. Thing. Did some sharing on Discord. Thank you, man. Very much appreciated. Okay, well that answers that question. I can't like 90% of functions on other apps. That includes finding the video in question. So we've done this walk once or twice before. Disclaimer, not much I can do about that. We're out in the countryside and there's a lot of hills. But we'll just have to endure it. A hilly valley right now. Nestled between numerous other hilly valleys. This won't be walking up to Sheemore or anything like that. So don't get your hopes up. We'll be walking up at this canal that we're coming up to now. It's a lovely walk. They put little gazebos in it around about the halfway mark. There's no point me going up to Drum. I'd have no money. And frankly, every time I go up there, something bad happens. I don't know what it is. It's like the place is cursed, just for me. As long as it doesn't... stop working altogether, I'm good. Usually a bunch of cows around this corner here. Fingers crossed. A lot of nice bed and breakfasts for when your parents go on their retirement trips. From here you nod. It's actually very picturesque today. Yesterday it was lashing rain. The day before that it was lashing rain. Might even rain today. That's why I'm in my coat. I'll get about 6 kilometers done, I think. The whole trip is about 6 kilometers. But I'm doing 3 there and 3 back. Which means when I do walk up to Drum, I kick in about 12. Yeah, no cows. Yeah, as you know, I've been promising this for a while now. But every day the weather was shite. We were hit by storm after storm. It even affected the stream on Wednesday. So I'm enjoying these last few days of sun. I thought I'm unzipping my jacket. My sciatica is getting pretty bad without any form of exercise. So even when I don't have any credit, audiobooks. Speaking of, on the 18th of this month, we are off to Waterford. So be sure to pop in for that. That'll be a 3-day trip. Then I'll try to give you something in November, but I don't know what I can give you that will be cost effective. I have to start saving up for this trip and buying important things that I need just around the apartment. I need to get that Amazon list sorted. It's still wild seeing this place fully completed. I watched it get built. An IRA for the Easter Rising. An IRA memorial. It's well over 100 years now. I met someone who was actually in it. He was like 90 at the time. I like this logo. It's pretty cool. It's very fancy looking. If you're curious, type that up onto Google. It's very, very cool looking. It's a summer retreat house, you know, it's a weekend thing. You rent it out for big money too. But I imagine if everyone tossed in a little bit of cash, it wouldn't be so bad. Beautiful inside. Very open air, lots of wood paneling and glass everywhere. It's still not my favourite house, but you won't see it. You won't see it on this trip because that's right at Drum. It's like basically Toblerone and put the front of it in glass and then placed it right on a lake. It's very Scandinavian, very Pacific Northwest. Rain clothes. I'm already starting to sweat with this hat. I got a bunch of oxtail soup in my thermos. The birds are starting to molt. Feathers everywhere. Alright, so we're almost at Battle Bridge now. It's over this hill. But we're not going to be going to the pub, unfortunately. And we're not going to be going over the bridge. There's no need. Well, wait, no, I take that back. We are going over the bridge. But that's only to immediately then turn inwards. And that'll be the start of the canal walk. It'll be a 3-kilometer walk. But I'm going to quick look at the Liffey. Not the Liffey, the Liffey. Quick look at the Shannon. Oh, you see the way all these trees are really lean? But then around about the 80s, becoming a tree farmer, huge money in it. So all these lean trees and nice little rows were put up. Only problem with that is, you only get about 5 crops in your lifetime. But it's a very slow burner, but it's the only way to really make money. Until, of course, you realise you can with a canal and real time of where I'm at. Walk up to Drum. And that's what this road. More doggos, and a cave. This trees. This is climb the Himalayas. Kind of like Cornwall in that regard, actually. Only without the mining. No, we do have the mine. Special. There's somebody walking either further on up. I think that's their bag. So there's one other person way down there. Ah, here we go. Here's the canal. It ties into the canals next to where I live. They're all interconnected. Well, not all. They used to be interconnected. And then farmers got rights to take over a bit of land here, a bit of land there, sniping them off. At one point, every canal on the island was connected. Either to the Shannon, the Liffey, any of the other major rivers. Major. Only is one major river, and that is the Shannon. And that's, like, in the grand scheme of things, nothing special. Still pretty big. Anyway. Giving you an overall look. Over there you can just make out some wind farms. Whole area is scattered with them. There's a little rest area up here. I'm going to use it to wipe my face down. Maybe tie up my coat. I used to sometimes get really drunk and record my whole sets from like Burns all the way up to Drum and back again. Just record and say whatever the hell I wanted. It was weird because then I'd go home, I'd look at it and go, nah, and I'd delete it. And this is these are some very old ads. Can't really see them in the sun. They're along. No more conifers. Yeah. Leitrim was getting swamped. People planting conifers. Could just make it out. And there's an old ad for a Sinn Féin candidate. Well, as you can see, they lost that war. Conifers, if I'm right, stupid idea to wear the coat today. Probably be raining later, but I'll take that risk. Okay. Oh, hey Bill. Not seeing you. So, what I think is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to Sluice House. Right. Flip camera. No. No. Oh my god. It's too bright to see. There we are. Flip camera. Okay, put my things back in here. Oh, when it starts raining, but get out of me bag. Thermos is still here. And they put it. I don't believe it. I didn't bring the wipes with me. If I did, I'd have them in my coat. Ah, I did. Great. Oh, it's so much nicer when I'm not wearing that huge coat with me. See all the sweat? All see my sweat? sort of like fold out packets. I don't know if I'll want to shake their hands or punch them. There we go. Much better. I smell a little bit like lavender, I think. Bin. Bin, 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 bin. Bin. Okay. Let us vamos. We have places to be. Actually, no, we don't. Not really. Better than the treadmill. Much more relaxing than the treadmill. More interesting views. Oh, that's so much nicer. Am I walking again? Treadmill was kind of a bit of a shit. This is after a while to go a walk of the apartment. You know, even when the weather's terrible, especially maybe when the weather's terrible, I'll grab the train going to Dublin for the day. Oh, but Lev, you only have 20 quid on your pocket, in your pocket. I know. I don't have to. I'd only be able to spend like 2 hours there. I should just be travelling more for the sake of it. Should get, are they Skechers? I think it was Skechers. Also, if I want to get a dog next year, I'll have to start walking anyway. Won't be able to take the dog on the train with me. I've seen them on the train from time to time, but I think they're like support animals. And I don't have one of those. And I hope I never need them because usually, you know, they're not great. You can hear my soup splashing in here. Boo, boo. Should have brought water and soup. Water for this part and soup for the other part. It looks like a 90s sort of trance album cover. Skechers are my favourite brand of shoes. How would they work on... I was thinking of two things. One, Skechers. None of this US Army hit a good chunk of it. A pair of army boots. Fit and swag myself a pair. I tried saving. God, they were good. They were strong. I hit someone between the legs one. Oh God, I had a dream. Hentai. I'd say this guy money on Hasta looking gate. It was a nightmare to get to, and I'm so glad it's far from doing. He tried to cycle around the world. He did technically do it. I don't think he got the award he thought he was owed. More sheep. Big old clouds. That always reminds you of the Windows ad. The Windows desktop. At one point it was literally just a hill. Hello? I think that's us. Holy shit. Just see a little door down there. Like I said, I'll sit down, I'll check Google Maps, see where we is. Assuming it lets me use Google Maps. So, one doggo. One sheep too. Lots of sheep actually. Sheepdog. They've all been sheared. They're all lean. It's coming on the other side, so I'll lean in. Road Safety Authority. Be seen, be safe. Nice house over there. You can just make it out. Part of Ireland. Like proper. Alright, it's like paying for the house, you're paying for the land about it. Be acceptable. A road cutting through it. Find a place to sit down and have some of this soup. Back. Females. There's an incel reference there. But I. Nature hikes. That's one of the major reasons. You want to scammers. Of course, this is nothing what's going on in the last generation, okay? And alright, so we'll go up here now and sit down. Here's the start of the gazebos. You can see over there. No point walking up the drum. No, I mean I could grab a bus back if I remembered what the bus route time was. Assuming I'm there on time. Right, soup time. Okay. We done made it. Give me a second. I'll try to flip the camera around so we're at least can be seen. There we are. No. Yeah. Yes. No. Soup was a bad choice. No, it wasn't. It's fine. Spilled it everywhere though. I have to remember that there's a top on this thing for a reason. Oh, it's still scalding. That's nice. When it rains, it will all wash it away. It's all concrete and varnished wood. I've been around here though. They really fuck, I suppose you'd have to come and collect it, right? So, all we do now is just turn back around and walk right back. Well, that'll be my exercise for the day. Is as much as I can do? Of course not. Maybe when I'm smart enough, I'll have some money put aside and I'll go up to Drum proper. In fact, I've got to remember some places in Drum I owe a little bit of money to, honestly. Actually, I owe one place money. It's a restaurant. I didn't do a dine and dash. I honestly forgot, and they said, all right, pay me back next time you're here. And I kept putting it off. It's only about 50, but next time I have like a whole... It was lovely. Probably the best dessert I've had in years. Very nice. It's like this toffee chocolate cake. No, it was caramel. Yeah, a bit of black pepper would have solved this. Very hard to see in this light. The sun's just ever so slightly starting to set. In the future, what I might do is I even might start here and then keep walking. There's also up to Sheemore Inn, where there's pizza and beer. There's also the walk up to up in Carrick. You can go on a few walks there. And of course, like I said, there's Dublin. Oh no, I was going to take you guys to Maynooth in November. Yeah, we have to find out what time of the month I should take you to Maynooth. Oh, that'll be nice. That's a very hustling and bustling town. Or Mullingar. Maynooth or Mullingar. And then there's Dromod. I can take you guys to the what do you call it in Dromod? The bog. Very tasty. Shall have another cup, and then we shall begin our path back. So this whole thing won't take that long, actually. I'll tell you, all the time I spend prepping and planning for trips big and small, and with the exception of the failed American trip, I'm never really over to these places. Like, we're spending most of this year prepping for, what, a long weekend in March? Last year it was 5 days in 2 towns in America. Big towns, but... Grab me hat. Don't want it to blow away. It's just this wind is cooling me down. It is really nice. You know what would be nice today? Flying a kite. Or a lot of people out here, especially up there in Loch Allen, have like little tiny skiffs, sailboats and the like. Delicious. I wonder if I'll be able to get back before it starts raining. So as for the rest of the day, I'll give you guys a trip over on Twitch. I might give you a stream over on Twitch. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm gonna grind my character. I can't grind my character in Final Fantasy 12. I'm gonna grind my character in Starfield. I haven't really been playing Starfield all that much. What I often do is I save the game, and then I that's the same guy as before. He's doing the whole loop. You see, that's proper exercise. This is just a stroll. But the yeah, in Starfield, what I tend to do is I turn Starfield on, start a new character, get as far as maybe the first act, and then I end and quit. It's ridiculous. Start a new character all over again. What I'm gonna do now is turn back around and make my way up to back up to the Battle Bridge, then back home. So we're still about another 2 more cups of this. If I have the time, but if I'll sit down and finish this off. So, beforehand though, I'll show you just the canal real quick. Oh, the rapture's happening. Oh no, I'm God. God, I look tired is what I do. Maybe I am God. God must be very tired. It's not my fault, you guys. Oh wait, it is my fault. Okay. Well, at least I'm getting... cut my toenails, I don't know. No, that wouldn't make sense. No. Maybe maybe I need to get myself fitted again. Maybe my feet have changed size since I last did it. It was like 24, I think, the last time I had my feet measured. That's not my size, that's my... Hey ladies. Why are you running away? I can easily catch up with you. Could also take that way. Why wouldn't it? There we are. Let's give it a few minutes. It's clearly having a moment. Should have had a shave before doing this. Whap! Whap! There we are. There we go. Let's see if we can get back before the internet cuts out. Oh, that wind is lovely, but probably by the end of it, it's going to make me feel a little chilly. I'm just in my DP shirt, pair of jeans. Oh yeah, there's a church ruin. I should check that out and see if it's good. If it's, well, I don't know good, but if it's interesting. Not always with like fire and stuff. During the famine, people moved away. Well, if there's no one left to preach to, the church has to close down, and they just get abandoned. Like, a lot of towns wouldn't have been too They'd usually get repaired. It's been so long. We got so much history in this on it. Know why this place is called this place and that place is called that place. Oh, well, it's just because this king was this king and that king was that king. The saint was this saint. Thank you. Close. I got one picture out of this damn trip. Which means gas. The occasional a penny, like me. Road with like them. If I were to do this like a couple of times a week, or there's always cars going along this side here. It's meh. Damn, my accent's terrible. Nibbling away. I'll be ready for shearing not too long from now. We're nowhere near yet. Home the sheep don't much. Yeah. But it might be wonky. The embankment. Starve. Well, if a witch doesn't live in there and, you know, lure children into her cottage, it's just a wasted opportunity. And if there's some stonework down, I think there's rain here. Oh, come on. It's all help. I'm starting to sleep a little late. Wonder life. You're overly right. This is in the summer is love. Sensitive. Martin, that's what you do. Oh. I swear I've heard ingates before. This is a hoop. It's not. So yeah, it took me about. I could rush this and do it in about an hour and a half. So next time I come up here, if I right. So we're gonna go and let's just walk by these people. Right. So anyway, Bab, come on, come on. There we go. I think I found how to fix that anyway. How to fix the whole stuck in upside down mode. It even says the Streamlab app. So I think I can actually start hearing the road now. So I think we're pretty much coming near the end of the trip. Around this little bend here. So these kids can't steal my my spot. Weird. So here we are. And it's completely devoid of life. Just the way to buy a new one. Bye. Oh. Shouldn't have left the house in the coat. I'm still clammy. Not sweaty, but clammy. Blech. Next time I do this, I gotta bring appropriate attire. Oh damn, the battery's running low as well. Didn't think the battery would die out before. Whoop. Whoop. Well, we can still call this a success even if the battery does die off. If it wasn't going to be a battery anyway. Go down my driveway. Completely worthless otherwise. Soup out in nature's bounty. Hi, nature's bounty. Didn't know you came out. Even going out to get like drunk, I can do stuff like out here. Walk up towards Drum for a few pints. Walk up to the inn for a few pints. Walk around Dublin and give myself a massively far pint to reach, all the while sipping at a flask or something for energy, low energy. Where's that goddamn... I put everything in the most obscure places. Kind of pointless to do this. It's on a bloody park bench. Still. Yeah, they need to put bins up here or something. I noticed on the Drumshanbo side of the halfway, they've put the gazebos everywhere. Leitrim didn't spring for gazebos, but Drum sure as hell did. See a little glaze on my skull, but it's mostly gone now. I need to shave my skull and have myself a good shave. Should be pretty nice by Wednesday. Speaking of, Two Guns will be joining me on Wednesday for the drinking stream. And don't forget to... we will be doing our watch. We should try to lock that down as our day. Yeah. You won't see any of the links here, unfortunately. And the Streamlabs goal, which is but any of them. So, what you doing just here? Narrow, so they left the one of their Ukrainian in their voice. So many Ukrainian refugees, it's crazy. Poor people, they have nowhere to go. The government takes in and houses them. There's so many people, but just each day, it's a bit weird. So anyway, I'll tell you is what I'm gonna go. And because the battery on this thing's almost dead and the internet's almost dead on it, I think I'll just wrap up here. I'll have the last of my soup. Oh, my soup's finished. We'll see which goes first, my phone or my soup. Oh, there we are. Crappy pre-mixed oxtail soup. It's filling me up in all fairness. Yeah, I'll probably try to do another one of these later in the week. Maybe on like Friday or something. This time I might take these halfway up to like Sheemore Inn. If I'm smart, I'll find like a tenner to keep and I can go and have a look at the shop there. But other than that, yeah, I believe... wrap this up now. We're getting people popping in and out, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're seeing it now or later. Also, don't forget that we are going to be trying this more. If you're also wondering about Bearded Ramblings, I still have no answer for you yet. I think next week I'll drop Krendar a link, a message, and to see what the future of that is. If BR is done, I want to have like a goodbye episode. And then maybe I'll catalog it for its own archive channel. But which it'll happen one day. BR will die one day. But done. I think to go out with a bit of a bang. Be like the first episode still. Opportunities. Show with Red Eye and still no topic on what to do, so there's no spoilers. But I'll tell you, we have to. On top of that, I've got this week to do the trip to Waterford, 18th. Then on the then in November, I'll take you down to Mullingar. No idea or Maynooth. No idea on. That'll probably be a bit of a piss up stream, honestly. No idea on job. No idea on December. Might even not give you anything on December, honestly. I mean, Christmas and all that. I gotta focus on getting gifts and paying off the last year and all that. All that aside, Galway. In fact, I've got my own personal extra thing I've just over the past few days discovered about Galway, so I'm happy for that. And then February, I don't know, I'll think of something. And then March, of course, if everything goes to plan, we're off to America. So, and money, we just won't have enough apparently to even get the flight. It all boils down to the flight. If I can get the flight first, that's it. It's all, everything else is in the bag. Alright. Phone beats soup.